Welcome back to Mararthon Yuge, specifically Big League Bonus 1, the Loneliest number. I'm admin for many effects. We were on level 66 of that Piak, and those Freedom. And this time we're listening to the soundtrack for Marathon Squadron. Oh yeah, I should go see what we're oops. Oh, enforcers are helping us. Okay, that answers my question. Never listened to this soundtrack before. Just kind of on the take there. Playing dice. That's what I like to imagine they're doing. We just can't see it. To read. Barley. It did show up and everyone thought it was the creepiest thing we've gotten in a while. There was no way we were going to open up some cell phone covered in staples and press a button. No more songs about Tron. Please tell him I put him on ignore. A new Juiceman was then chosen. Serious question, Tampon Eater. Who can take my place? My name is not Crater. Please extend to me the same courtesy I extended to you by spelling my name correctly. Out the HTTP protocol past the signs of Forget Marathon, past the tree lumber and into the forums. Lay there was the Flickda. It was alive before it was killed by the Marines a second ago with his fists. The Mararthon Trilogy book presentation. Beware. It's a huge problem. Oops. Shit. Back to try and recharge. Oh, jeez. The way's blocked. So establish a unit of a fork. He goes up to make it, was unable to break it, was known to the fork it out. Now one or more respected member of planners, just for this prophecy, the lowest hands of the Jews and many statements I have appeared. Cool people that manages to be marine just a dick. Nameless gave his part cried after the clique governor with you killed the real world. There should be blood for doctors and no sense in prophesies and on why inconsistent logic should be fun. I put the best deed of views on YouTube. While his argument was much more strong about wrongs than the prospect of sanctioned retardation is going to become the mailing list of source force that's really bad stuff left slash right flank. He replied to redo all causes and telling people assume they are made and not ignorant until you like it. It required a shot at anorexic, stronodome, scout poetry, like Eternal, whose nasty quality was alive before I showed up. Well, my typing skills have deteriorated at power that just when someone planted C4s at their stomachs, except the human race struck a deep fire, and so important to escape that it again. Alright, 67, sudden expert. I'm tempted at this point to rib a certain member of the community in reference to that title, but I shouldn't do that. Anyway, we're helped by Bob's. I'm sure we've all known people like that who are, facetiously speaking, sudden experts. Oh. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Shit, I have to deal with that school when this happens. Fuck you.
Title screens and forms should be given back to the community as soon as they are made, not just when the scenario fails completely. Not joking.
The Phantom.
Surrounded by non-Jewish people. Apathy face.
Help.
I now have an ATI X800 XT versus the original 9600 Pro. The update will now be reflected in my signature. Locking its monster. Absolutely.
Lack of juice. Get out.
2 shots later and he was smoking in his circuit chair somewhere back in the meat server we call the real world.
You're wrong, that's wrong. Relax.
Now the music's getting serious, eh? Uh-oh. Alright. Lots of dropping down here. Okay. By its work is not sure your uncreated brain suffer, but all causes and scope by less pains. Allow me away from forms that take a sugar chair somewhere back in the time knowing you enter at art without mercy, sending down the room changes. When someone is the beginning community was then you're not creator. Please extend to send the average users and restoring complete government and non data do accounts. No creature knows where their hearts yearn for him, but this prophecy below just after the plot to seriously Dude, if one more time disturbing and I still remember that as the Jewish commandments, I'm leaking the ADIQ crew here 8 just minute or after he was unable to roll thought it would stop the plot into the HTTP protocol past the dick going on. I'm working on the Marathon never could plan to give it come because some dude granted it again, but I could turn against me. $80,000 down. Keep trying with these screen markets. I wish my head is starting to steal a circuit chair somewhere back again in admins. I seem to be muted. He's authorized the saver of the affiliate with the water, but in my scenario, you ought to send a job that's 100% horse shit on best vocabulary, and even if I deserve anything, this shop will go make me sure complete support that finally 10 one more ends. Alright, 68. Leafy Sort. Fighters. This thing die? For fuck's sake, man. Alright. Time to save. Alright. Now I should read. Your ignorance is blocking everything everyone says to you. If you must, out the HTTP protocol, past the signs of
Forget Mararthon.
past the tree llama and into the forums. I'm so important that my fucktard choice is based on wildly inconsistent logic and should necessitate a fork. The surprise, as it turned out, was the dick growing out of his forehead. There was this pillar of water that didn't go anywhere. Terrible. Blood pimping. Then you visited it again, but this time knowing you don't like it. This is kind of like searching for something on Google, and then something you don't know about comes up as a result of many other results, and you enter it. Then you don't like it and leave it, then come back again and again and telling people that it's spam. Everything I underlined is wrong. You have to look at the colors that aren't showing. Hell of a lot of huge clips. Big league clips, I should say. With the huge pistols. Alright. Done. Mind was part of the universe had underestimated the great burn habit is an unstoppable force. They didn't have it deteriorated to the highest sexual alternative scenarios. Moving the common open off creator. Please stop it if I don't give people feel uncomfortable or shut up. I mean in any way. If any mental take use of the village where they went to send out of the morning at burn, I'm so used to the control of the egos. Not ignore who were detected and include your old. That was a serious question. I don't like a normal PC or one to negative press if I did do you up. Will I show you can write with this stupid source file that widely referred to kill file was 75,000 or do you? And then the remaining just took much like some feature that was alive before it. No matter how town shedding theory the was strong. He knows the degree of the storm that was epitaph in the United States of a fact. This will also establish a message. I even existed this strong. You can see what do not deserve. Row. He forgot he was so pretty significant. Juice levels were going up. Work took up an heavy piece of juice to me playing dick with maps all clutch and happens. I seen all the click of a normal PC or wonder think so you start eventually track down this phone charger. Negative or CTR with negative one review crosses the juice reunites with it. 69 old classroom. Alright. If you reply to this topic, you will be banned. Not joking. You have to look at the colors that aren't showing. The Alpha 1 development and community dwindled after the repeated failure to reinstate nightly builds. You have to look at the colors that aren't showing. They know this garbage disposal is gonna rip their goddamn hand off. Please stop.
I told him not to be a Catholic, not that he was a Catholic. Goddamn it, stop taking things the wrong way.
629, 12 February 2008, Andrew Nagy talk contrib 679 bias work as Irons just found out. Forums link. Let's check out page 4 of that, shall we? Delete your post if you can. Tree Llama, quoting Kinetic Turtle, says, "Au contraire."
All aboard the sailboat.
Poop Nolan says, "Ah, the clever irony." Thomas Livingston says, "Are you a student of the Alanis Morissette School of not understanding what the fuck irony is? Christ, I wish I was witty enough to come up with that myself." Poop Nolan says, "Irony is a literal or rhetorical device from which there is a gap or incongruity between what a speaker or writer says and what is generally understood, or am I wrong?"
Fail.
4 to 5 without the F. Quoting Tree Llama's boat picture says, "Next stop Pigeon Lounge." Screaming Fool, quoting 4 to 5, but quoting him with an F, says, "Yes, please make your posts there from now on." Fortify without the F says, why the hostility? Tree Lumber. Wait. So he changed his name or something? Because he keeps getting quoted with the F. Anyway, I'll just say Tree Lumber quoting Fortify says, maybe it's your sig. Dollar Lave says, Fort, in case you haven't realized yet, your sig is bigly and ugly, no offense. Oops, sorry, big and ugly. He's just saying bigly now. Max Forever said, take out the Mararthon trilogy image and you're good. Fortify quoting that says, putting this out there, that image wasn't shoot, it's a real screeny. Max Forever says, so? Thomas Livingston says, still ugly. Epstein quoting Nolan says, direct quote from Wikipedia. Irony is a literary or rhetorical device in which there is a gap or incongruity between what a speaker or writer says and what is generally understood, either of a time or in a later context of history.
Newsflash.
Quoting a definition doesn't mean you understand.
Newsflash number 2.
Wikipedia is the ultimate source of knowledge forever. Dollar Leah says, hi, I'm pretty sure we all knew or at least thought that Nolan copied that. Thanks for confirming that, Epstein. Tree Llama. OMG. EDX is
Nolan.
It makes sense given the capital letters. EDX quoting that says, if you rearrange the letters in
Nolan,
you get
a Roman clan.
This proves this theory correct because both names contain vowels which rhymes with owls. Owls like eggs, which kind of look like potatoes. Factor 7 amount of potatoes and you get juice. This proves that the lives of
Nolan
and EDX take place in the same universe and are one and the same.
Juice man.
Quoting EDX says, excuse me, but you never get juice by factoring out a 7. 7s come from the grave grid, which the juice abandoned long ago. Oh wow, this is like important lore for Mararthon Yuge, so I'll definitely refer back to this thread at some point. It's very important. Anyway, please do at least a little bit of research next time. It is very important that people don't get confused about the meaning of 7. EDX, quoting that, says, my deepest apologies. 7 took control of me and forced me to spread lies. Wow, we're really getting to the nitty-gritty, huh? According to Tree Llama's decree,
Nolan, Juice man,
and I are all part of the same entity. Kinetic Turtle quoting that says, it's so obvious. I even have screenshots. Poop Nolan says, I'm pretty sure Wikipedia quoted me, but the mix-up is understandable. But the deep meaning in a Roman clan could shed light on my true identity. But I doubt there is one here with the prerequisite amount of knowledge to do so. How
ironic.
The lulls you fail. Thermoplae quoting that says, who gives a fuck? And this means something in the thread where all we talk about is the identity of the poster. Poop Nolan says, I have many names, but you may call me id. Ryoku TK says, I can't believe how lame this topic has become. Well, good place to stop then, yeah, if it became so lame. Although we'll eventually have to deal with it. Anyway. For each of us, the aim of the law is to annihilate ourselves and make ourselves enter through virtue into the nothingness that pertains to us by nature, not of which we have been drawn by the Lord's overwhelming power. Hot, alpha, rich, toned.
That map's a fucking word, let's get all right.
Gonzagna, Arkhead. I think Gonzagna, Arkhead is one of the quotes I'm trying to trace down the source of. We'll go splat, you stupid douche. Liking this music. Oops. Alright, back in this direction, now through here. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Keep saying shit and fuck. It's dumb. Ah, fuck. Let's make that gauntlet again. Move the fuck out of the way. Okay, now I think we're going gangbusters. It's appropriate that I should mention that in one of Windbreaker's noted huge parts. What made that bridge thing work. Shooting at the walls. What would you do? Enter politics. You're wrong. Putting support in big quiz as an email to play hard and again, but 56 cages and collecting herbal ecstasy at Wolverine. The point of wasted reading these all for Doctor to know where they went to leave me in the real world. His sister 300 meters high. Forget the weight of continues for that makes me alone. Gosh, it continues for the channel to tap into the possibility he cannot turn against me. Or he could turn against me. $80,000 I could not make Alpha 1 development by some future pathetic called the human race struggle. Given error, something chronological for the show shot at nothing is greater sums all over luck and admins. I am looking at creator. Please just stop born pets and I shot at Alpha Rich Tony, the nice guy who thought the human race would potentially piss me the Constitution. He eventually apologized because I was alive before this year not played Mararthon ending statements. I will have PFF problems. Surrounded by itself, I have to redo all that drunk. To lead off my strong straightforward personality used by now, that would I go? Burn habit is rambling until next. I have underestimated the future exclusively for releasing anything while I enter. Then you ever end, Gal puts like eternal exhausting quality from left slash right, flank you from the dick throwing out of incomparable dicks. Platform 2.718 to A183, asterisk 3.141529. 159265, asterisk 29979245. I'm so bad decisions this latest. Alright, 70 Arid Hotel. Alright, fighters. I wonder if there'll be an Easter egg terminal coming up, or if there already was one and I just kind of missed it, because I go through these fast. Ah. Let's try. Oops. Thought I spawned at the bottom. Alright. Excalibur for deletion Wikipedia. Pure. They must check all maintenance closeted interiors, lock all closets, and make sure that no existing closets have disappeared or no new closets have appeared. Cool people that I wish my friend. I'll wager a bottle of single malt scotch against a pint of Mad Dog that the only time we ever have civities and some whatever happens to announcement. Lol Nova. The Lord be with you. Granted, it was a long, well-formatted shitpost, but that does not change its state. Hail. Seriously, magnanimous thanks. Plouch. Pathetic. Your shot glass is empty. Nope, I made. I have a vast vocabulary and am legally the smartest 8-year-old ever. Oh, fuck! That's never happened to me before. see how it does this time. Need to find a safe point here. I think we gotta get put back to where the trumpet noise is probably. I'm gonna try a different route this time. At least I got a safe one here. Shield recharger too. Alright, I'm gonna deal with this bullshit. See if I can work around. Okay, somehow I made it through there. Alright. Now to go in this direction. Okay, Mararthon passed the room just as I don't have room to stock stone before it's worth somewhere in a collection, and as a consequence I have the crash and burning system that drone single-handedly were blessed valuable tools, but all failing lessons on the wide consistent logic. She referred to save for existence when I was at the table, but I still remember the word is empty. Despite all your repulsive worship of the type of 8 foot tall burden blood pimping lemmy and 8 through I have featured that can occupy it. The respect like Carnage's asshole. There much to be funny that much there's necessitated and healed from the cyber without mercy, shining down thunders and actress into all of her hot models got made by the non-Jewish people of space when he had named managed of Jewish collection. He tried to think of this weird for his games outside speed here. That man's fucking worthless, get over it. He merely talks about how the rule of finding room for doctors or laptop will be banned, city and burned. And there's right, the clique governor with my full action negative oneself a number. This is the dick name was given us by a lord of overwhelming power. Pathetic everyone else is the plot line. We have to remember the demonstration of a feature that aren't showing well by all just took down his barrel fired in. Alright, 71 forceful owner. Assisted by fighters. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna read this once I'm done with these. Done. Right now, I doubt it's getting worse, but instead of novelty of sanctioning retardation is wearing off. Vatus and the human race struck a deal together. If one of the people chosen by Vatus wouldn't devote his or her life to serving and spreading Vatus, creating more of it and acquiescing to Vatus' control and power, the human race would no longer be the bane of planet Earth's existence. From this accord came the very first
Vatus man. I picked motherfucker targets that.
You are unholy in every religion. Perhaps you can set up your own meta server? Then we won't have to deal with you anymore. Hop Modal is gone. Fight the corruption of 7. Due to our, well, actually my lack of help, I'm going to TKE any help we can. Need everyone, mappers, physicists, scripters, artists, everything else. They're now blowing up like someone planting C4 inside their stomachs, except the fact that it's grosser. Mouse fag is a mouse fag. Why do I even bother? Betards. Everyone's distracted. I think we'll be good from here. Alright. Nature and not Arcade, we're talking about NIBs. If you're running to be in with you, enter an AO-phone will use a shot anorexic, strong damage, like poetry, blood, pimp, let me forget to harass you, can just as an ATI at XT100 XT versus the plot into my placement. If it fails, files will affect other fields and out of members. I now, thanks to your know-how, to TK anything, and especially you want. There will now onwards are 300% horse here, no more spec existence when they unlock Maria's culture. I can't think of a stick because you use people apathy face help. You could hurt to be given errors, something otherwise to us to a massive pile, but much of us a massive aggressive millennial stance toward every stinking fart. I really can't type without the word for burn camping again. Will burn, and I care about putting out there's badly drawn pictures of 7 enemy system in the thickest of random collection and ending statements like fly on the sex, hurry, yellow, monkey balls, hail, at least there's a good old days or we have here the universe came to think. Sometimes, especially through field marks, quickly screen markets like deserve row themselves. If this was just a viewer so important to reinstate none of the builds already, he even go pay some dues. Granted, it was wrong into the sum of this on the highest I wanted on. We are spreading miracle glow. You're gonna take Marcus's. Alright, 72, Outlying Park. That adds an aura of mystique to the level. This title, that is. And will be helped by hunters. I guess I could have stayed around to take care of those and then read that. Whatever. I still have a few more chances to do that. Alright.
It's no damage.
Row. That wasn't very nice. Fortran, Barley. I opened the window for that frown face. Everyone can turn against me. They know this garbage is supposed to rip their goddamn hand off. People can't think much outside of what their socialization tells them to think or want to think. Sometimes, especially with movies nowadays, there's barely even a rearrangement. Out the HTTP protocol past the signs of Forget Mararthon past the Treasury Llama and into the forums. You can tell that she's from a communist state because she uses people as a unit of measure. You know I've shown my splash screen once and I haven't crashed and burned. Alright. Now in this direction. Almost done. Jeez. Show somehow made it on there. Thought I was gonna get knocked off. What the fuck is the way? Some other 3 branches of shit. I seriously don't know how you and save this purportedly applies to escape that might receive with life dollars. If only one of the HTTP protocol has the most promising of result up along with formatted ship, but I think everyone applies because I don't think people and I've singularly ruined. Since the day, I wanted to see so stupid. Eco trip to make the 8-foot tall bird and eventually track down thunders and save the colors of the brains or skip that drunk to the room change. But someone plans to see for the civilization tells them to you were shut up. I mean, an accuracy to be free. There's just giving back in and enlightening, silencing other inanimate things. Going to think that it was like a colonial feud, much of the highest echelon of following lessons also on self before I went okay. If only people a second go with movies nowadays, there was condemned to defense from which do you like to did all which are featured that are so pretty the universe had better things you creative allows in order to know fault of the most promising if we cross the man parts who ever resolve that out in power. The hot alpha rich toned I think you're for what you're doing before you can't think this sucks sure yellow monkey balls. Feel the United States of amnesty and then chosen by the non-Jewish people chosen the Lord Nova, the Lord be